Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast. The podcast reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 725, and it is your review of The Manchurian Candidate. As always, it's the Nerd Chicano here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Thursday.
We have to remind ourselves that some of these features are still kind of being tested out, so what the fuck happened there where it just ended like super quick? But I was like, oh, I had no idea what the fuck was happening there, Brad.
Raul was just on screen like,
I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure usually it goes and then it goes, but
no. Not today. They're just like getting into it.
Yeah. Oh man, Brad, live early and ad free on Thursday night here on the Nerdcore patreon.com/nerdcore, where you can get this episode live, early, and ad free before it drops for everybody on Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time. But before we can get into today's review, Brad, how are we doing today, man?
Doing well, Raul. So I took today off work, take my dog to the vet. That cost me $300. So
came back, had to install a whole game again.
Yeah, I had to install a whole game again for whatever.
Brad planned to come back from the vet to play with me, and I was on stream for like about 5 hours, and Brad was like, it's like, okay, cool, when I come back from the vet, I'll be playing. Because yesterday, Brad asked me, like, hey, are you playing any Black Ops tonight? I'm like, nah, man, I got a screening to go to. I came back home, went to bed. So I said, hey, Brad, it's all good. We can play tomorrow. We did play, but just not as long as we thought.
Yeah. I mean, good 3 hours.
Yeah, but I wanted you to try Warzone, the new Warzone season and all that.
We'll get to that. We'll probably get to that at some point.
Yeah, man.
No, we had two good games of zombies. So
oh my god, man! I mean, like, we got so close, Brad.
So close each time.
We're almost there, Brad. I just want to fucking finish this story, Brad.
Yeah, I mean,
we have another map that we have to do after this, and it's just like
I feel like we're going to do it. I feel like we're going to get it.
I think we can do it with Stacy's owner. I think we do with Stacy's owner. I think he knows how. I mean, that's not gonna knock Luis, and not gonna knock Migs. But if we can do it with Stacy's owner and Jose, I think we can do it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do it with Stacy's owner and Migs too, probably.
Migs, yeah.
As long as Stacy just tells us what to do.
Yeah, because Stacy's owner was the one who knew everything. Either Stacy's owner or Jose, because both of them knew exactly what to do.
Yeah, and I just say that because I know Migs can, like, stay alive.
Yeah. Yeah, something both of us can't seem to do.
We're getting better. Like, I mean, we're getting better at it. Like, I've got you up a few times. You got me up a few times. Like, you know.
I think, Brad, I really do. I honestly do believe, Brad, if I wouldn't have hit that accept on the first one with Jose, I think we could have done it, Brad. I think I like where I hit like accept on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, yeah. Pretty sure that's when things really went to the shitter.
Two good games, zombies only been us over a few times. It's true.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I mean, hey, man. But what the hell is that? Locking us up in a church and just throwing every goddamn zombie.
Yeah, but that's just how it is, Brad. That's the fucking But that's tough, bro. That's really tough where you have to fucking do the whole like final boss battle in there. Yeah. Oh man. But other than that, Brad, I just had a pretty chill day here. Just streamed a lot. I mean, I think it says here, it's like 5 hours. Excuse me. My stream summary says I streamed for 6 hours and 2 minutes. So it was a new season, so I wanted to play. I did not get to play multiplayer, so I haven't played the new maps that dropped. Yeah. But I played Warzone. The new map is gonna take some getting used to. I won't lie. Is
it a smaller map?
Yeah, it's the Rebirth. It's what's it called, the Resurgence. So it's like where if you die, you get to come back in like 30 seconds. But it's a small map. I mean, not small like Nuketown and stuff like that, but it's a small map. It's not big like Battle Royale, but. So far, I mean, it's fun. I'm enjoying the season, but it's just damn. I thought we could really do it. I can't wait for the new Zombies map to drop. I think that's the one that I'm gonna be really excited to play. But other than that, that's all I did today. Honestly, I just took the dogs out. I streamed and been chilling. I have to go to work tomorrow in the morning, and then right after that, I got to go get a CT scan. And then after I'm done with the CT scan, I go to a screening.
Woo!
A lot to do. A lot to
Busy
do.
day.
Yeah, but I watched it. I'm sorry, I watched this film. I watched this film in the morning. I woke up and I was like, okay, I want to stream today, so I'm gonna make sure that I watch this film. Which I'm glad I did, Brad, because I wouldn't have been able to do what's it called? I wouldn't have been able to watch the rest of this movie after I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I watched this movie, I think, Tuesday. I think that's when
Okay. All right, man. Well, I mean, I guess if there's nothing else to do, huh? Let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. So, let's do this thing, Brad. Let's introduce them to 1962's The Manchurian Candidate. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCourt. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have the
spoiler warning. 1962, Brett. 1962. All right, The Manchurian Candidate is a 1962 American neo-noir psychological political thriller film directed and produced by John Frankenheimer. The screenplay is by George Axelrod, based on the 1959 Richard Condon. Why is that name familiar, Brad?
Richard Condon.
Condon.
Let's go through some of his books. What did he write?
Condon novel, The Manchurian Candidate. The film's leading actors are Frank Sinatra, Lawrence Harvey, and Angela Lansbury, with co-stars Janet Leigh, Henry Silva, and James Gregory. The plot centers on Korean War veteran Raymond Shaw, part of a prominent political family. Shaw is brainwashed by communists after his army platoon is captured. He returns to civilian life in the United States, where he becomes an unwitting assassin in an international communist conspiracy. The group, which includes representatives of the People's Republic of China and the Soviet Union, plans to assassinate the presidential nominee of an American political party, with the death leading to the overthrow of the U.S. government. The film was released in the United States on October 24th, 1962, at the height of U.S.-Soviet hostility during the Cuban Missile Crisis. It was widely acclaimed by Western critics and was nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actress for Angela Lansbury and Best Editing. It was selected in 1994 for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Any novels, Brad? Do you found?
None that come to my mind, but he did have some film adaptations. Have you ever seen The Happy Thieves in 1961 with Rita Hayworth?
No.
A Talent for Loving in 1969?
No.
With Cesar Romero?
Cesar Romero? Yeah, no.
Winter Kills, 1979.
No.
Prizzy's Honor.
No.
1985 American black comedy starring Jack Nicholson and Kathleen Turner.
Nope.
And then 2004's The Manchurian Candidate.
Oh no, I've never seen the 2004 film either.
There's really nothing. At least I don't recognize any of the books.
Maybe I'm thinking he's related to Kerry Condon. Oh man. So Brad, let's do this thing here, Brad. Let's go back to this. Narrated by Paul Frees. Cinematography is by Lionel Linden. Edited by Ferris Webster. Music is by David Amram. Color process is black and white. And on a budget of $2.2 million, it made $7.7 million, or $3.3 million at the U.S. and Canadian box office. Why it's giving me the Canadian box office, I don't know. Yeah, Brad. Brad, I've been wanting to watch this film for a really long time. Like, I've heard about this movie for a while now, and I've always wanted to watch it. So I was like, okay, man, I'm gonna do this thing, man. I'm gonna finally watch it. And I have to say, Brad, I think it's a pretty damn good movie, man. I was actually pleasantly surprised how much this holds up. Also, how much this movie can like really resonate with some of the with some of modern media. Like I would tell you that I think Captain America and the Winter Soldier and parts of Captain America Civil War are pretty much like not frame by frame, but like
very
story
similar in
wise,
concept.
very inspired by the Manchurian Candidate.
I mean, especially the Winter Soldier being,
A
mind
sleeper agent.
controlled. Yeah, mind controlled by the communists. So
Yeah,
or Hydra, I guess.
Hydra. Yeah, which I mean, to be honest, like Hydra is actually the Nazis, but
Yeah.
But man, I'd say, Brad, I thought this movie was incredible. I think everybody in this movie does a great job in acting. Frank Sinatra is great. Angela Lansbury, Janet Leigh, the guy who plays Raymond is what's his name again? Lawrence Harvey is pretty
Yeah.
great in this.
I like Lawrence Harvey in this.
Yeah, he's great, man. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a great political thriller. Do I think this is a noir? Not entirely. There's not a lot of noir.
There's not really a femme fatale in the midst of it.
Kind of. You could count the lady.
What, the mom? You count the mom as the femme fatale? Maybe.
In a way, I guess.
Kinda, yeah.
But like, not really.
I agree. Psychological political thriller. I would agree with that completely.
I think this is 100% an incredible psychological political thriller, Brad. I mean, like this is politically like what this movie is dealing with. It's like it's really there, and I think they used it to the most expense. But I don't really see the noir aspect all that much. Also, but I mean, Raymond does have a downfall.
Raymond does have a downfall.
He's gonna get controlled after that.
And Sinatra is kind of like a detective. He's military, but he is kind of a detective trying to find Raymond before he does anything. So, yeah. In those aspects, I mean, if you want to consider those aspects as a noir, it's kind of shallow as a noir, but I guess there are little hints there.
But I mean, I wouldn't even really consider it, Brad, because like Chinatown is the first neo-noir.
Yeah.
It is the first neo-noir. It is known as the first neo-noir.
Which we'll be covering, by the way.
Yeah.
This month.
But this is like, 12 years later.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Brad. I think this is more of a political thriller. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on the Manchurian Candidate?
I agree with you. I think this is more of a psychological political thriller, personally.
Yeah.
I also agree with you. The acting is by far probably the best part of this movie. Which I am amazed Sinatra even signed up for this movie with how much it like is kind of talking, shit about American politics, because it is. I mean, but that I'm surprised Sinatra even took this role. I thought the beginning of this and kind of towards the middle of the film was a little slow, in my opinion. But there are scenes that I like. I did like where they're showing, the dream sequences of them remembering them being under mind control by the communists and the communists making them do stuff. I thought that was really cool in the psychological aspect of it. And really in probably the midpoint of the movie, that's when it really picked up. And yeah, I really enjoyed Raymond Shaw, Lawrence Harvey character. Because I like how how everybody asked them about him and they're like, oh yeah, he's my best friend and I love him, and and they're all like like no one agrees to that. So I mean I think it's a good movie. I think it's a really good psychological thriller, but I think it's a little slow in at least the beginning for me.
Yeah. Brad, I think this is the first film I've ever seen with Frank Sinatra as an actor.
Yeah, I think this might be the first time I've ever seen Frank Sinatra as an actor.
Yeah, I've always known that Frank Sinatra was an actor as well. I had never seen him film before at all. Like, I know that he's in archive footage wise, like Blade Runner 2049, but he's not acting in that movie.
No, I mean they're just taking shots of it.
Yeah, but I have never sat through an actual film with Frank Sinatra, Milf Fatale. Wait, that may be that's a completely different film genre.
Completely on a different website too.
It's not on Canopy. Yeah. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen anything that Frank Sinatra has acted in, and I was really surprised how how great of an actor he is, bro. Like, he can really play like the stern military detective pretty well.
That just shows you how a lot of the talent in people goes mostly to generally just a few people, and then you have the rest of us who talk about it on podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Can't even be talented in video games,
No. I mean, we could be entertaining in video games. Yeah, that's the best we can hope for.
Not much going on in the actual.
Not much. We ain't gonna make the top rank list, but
Yeah, Brad and I are not going pro anytime soon.
Not going pro, but with your help, we can go dough.
Yeah. But Brad, that being said, I do agree with you, Brad. I think that the pacing is a little off here. I think it really starts to pick up at the end of the first act, but I think it is damn near a near perfect film, Brad. I think this movie is like very captivating, has some great acting. I love the music, the cinematography, Brad. There is this one shot in this movie when they're actually in the, not the courtroom at the end, but it was towards the beginning where the lady is like sitting down and you have the television monitor that is displaying what the people are capturing on the cameras. And the people are talking, but you're still stuck on that frame on where the lady's sitting down, and the monitor is actually showing what's happening. I thought, man, that was a fucking amazing shot. I thought that was an incredible shot.
I can see where like spy films would get their take from this, like future spy films. Like I can really see where that would come out from this.
Yeah. I had to say that like the music is pretty good too. I was really impressed with Janet Leigh, Angela Lansbury. I have only seen Janet Leigh in Psycho and in Touch of Evil. Both of them, she does great. But here I think that she really does show off a lot of really, really good acting chops in this, man. I think she's great. Also, just the idea of wearing a fucking Queen of Spades, Queen of Diamonds costume. I was like, wow. I was like, okay, that's one way to get him to fucking sleeper agent. Good job with that. But I also thought the whole what was it called, Brad? The deck? What they did to get him, like, what's it called? To overturn him, to not make him?
They basically made him play solitaire. And then,
pretty much, yeah.
Sinatra put four Queens of Diamonds in there to offset, I guess, any Queens of Diamonds. Which he did, but at the end, he still killed his stepdad and his mom. Because his mom was trying to use him. So my guess is, well, she actually explains it. She wanted them to make him like that, or she wanted someone like that, but they used her son, and so she turned, and then had him doing all this shit where he kills the senator and then the senator's daughter who he married.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a very, some parts of it can get a little complicated when you think about it, but overall, I mean, overall the message is kind of like, the communists are trying to brainwash their soldiers, but at the same time, our own people who are very nationalists are trying to also use them. So neither side's great.
Which, I mean, is pretty par for the course for what's it called? For a 1962 film.
Yeah. They're trying to do kind of the Red Scare, but at the same time go the ultra nationalists aren't great either.
Yeah, yeah. But like at least for a country that's like going under like fucking McCarthyism at the time, you're like, okay, this is pretty par for the course.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought that like the politics was pretty, like of the time, but I thought that it had some interesting stuff to say about like the really ultra nationalist, like ultra patriotic people and who run the country.
Why it surprised me Sinatra was in this film.
Yeah,
because I would have thought him being more towards the nationalist side.
Yeah,
and this movie is actually kind of demeaning that. I mean, it demeans communism in a way too, but
yeah. I mean, I wonder if he even I wonder if he cared about that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Sinatra strikes me as someone who would read the script before he signed on.
Yeah,
because he didn't need the money. Let's.
Yeah. Apparently, in the novel, Eleanor Island's father had sexually abused her as a child. Before the dramatic climax, she uses her son's brainwashing to have sex with him. Concerned with the reaction to even a reference of taboo topic like incest in a mainstream film at the time, the filmmakers instead had Eleanor kiss Shaw on the lips to imply her incestuous attraction to him. I think that worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it pretty much just, said what it needed to say. I don't think you really had to put a scene like that in there. Or, I mean, a scene like a sex scene in there between them. I think that worked. But I don't know, Brad. I think it's a great film. I really loved it. Do I think it's a noir? Nah.
No.
Nah, it's not. I don't think it's a noir. Does it mess with noir themes? Yes, it does.
It touches on it.
It touches on it. Not a straight up noir. Great political thriller. Great psychological thriller. But I do not see this as a noir at all. Definitely wouldn't happen these days, especially with the president-elect whose hair is grown in the wheat fields of Kansas. But with that said, Brad, my final verdict is a 9 out of 10. I thought this movie was great. I really did enjoy this movie, and I thought it was, like I said, great acting, great cinematography. I think they preserved this pretty damn great, and they did a great restoration of this.
Good. Yeah, honestly.
The final scene is super tense because I was like, okay, is he really going to kill the vice president?
I was like, is Sinatra really going to find this guy?
Yep. And at the end, he kills himself. So I was like, okay. He does have a downfall, Brad. He fucking kills himself. So
I mean, he does. But I think he also gets the final win as well.
True. Well, yeah. I mean, he killed his mom and dad. I mean, his mom and stepdad. So
who were overly abusive and
Yeah. What's your final verdict, Brad?
I'm going to give this movie a solid 8 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, not too far off each other, but still 1 point difference.
It's a good watch. I mean,
damn great watch.
Honestly,
man.
It's a great watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I had always heard about this film. I never watched it, man. And I'm interested to see what the 2004 film is like because
it has Denzel Washington, right?
Yes. Yeah, it does have Denzel.
It's probably pretty good.
Yeah. Fucking Denzel, man.
I just had to guess Denzel, I mean, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it still follows the same, what's it called? The same idea of like Korean War veteran.
They probably update it, I would think.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh wait, no. So in the 2004 film, with the Korean War replaced by the Gulf War, Manchurian is instead used as the name of a sinister multinational company. Okay, well that's interesting. Still, I'm interested to watch this. I would really be interested to see what this is like. And it's got Denzel, so it can't be bad.
They've got Liev Schreiber as Raymond Shaw.
Yeah. Oh, so Denzel plays what's it called? Frank Sinatra's character, right?
Then they got John Voight as Senator Thomas Jordan, so he's going to be a real asshole.
Yeah. Meryl Streep, Brad.
Ooh. They got a whole cat. Jeffrey Wright as Corporal Al Melvin.
Damn, bro. And that's a young Jeffrey Wright, too.
Oh, that's a young Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. Damn, I might try to watch. And Dowd? Damn.
They got Anthony Mackie in there as Private First Class Robert Baker.
Yeah. Is that a Hitchcock?
Robin Hitchcock.
Is that like related to Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah. I mean, Brad, these are some pretty damn good. What's it called?
Yeah, these are some big names here.
Vera Farmiga,
Dean Stockwell.
Yeah. All right, I gotta check this one out. But yeah, with that said, that concludes our review of 1962's The Manchurian Candidate. And as always, you can check us out at nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore_, Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore. Check our description below for our Discord link where you can talk to us about The Manchurian Candidate and other films you'd like to talk to us about. If you're on the YouTube, make sure that you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss another video that drops on the channel. And leave a comment. Tell us what you think about The Manchurian Candidate. Have you seen it? What do you think about this film and the 2004 film? And yeah, just talk to us in the comments. We'd love to interact with you guys. So talk to us in there. And of course, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. Without them, none of this is possible. One of our Patreon supporters is in the chat as this is streamed live to him.
Hi,
and
Stacey.
the other wonderful patrons who make this happen. Tell them about our executive producer, Shane. Brad, where can they find him?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at ThriftedIL, or go buy something from the Suppy God at dpop.com/Prison City Vintage. I was just on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there.
You guys are having a hard time there, huh?
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah,
Bebop
yeah.
and Rocksteady.
Yeah. Man. And with that said, we will catch you guys Monday for 2 reviews. We're gonna have to do wait, hold on. That might have to change, right? Because I think I work Monday night. But we start off our reviews of Doom Prophecy, and we are going to do our next film in Noirvember. No, we're good. We're good. I don't work next Monday. So we're chilling.
Now off to watch Dune of Thrones.
Dune of Thrones. Yeah, Monday we have both Doom Prophecy Episode 1 and the next film in Noirvember. And of course, we need to get to doing our Spawn episodes because we haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, with that said, we'll catch you guys later. But for now, that's all we got for you guys. Check out my YouTube channel. I have videos live with Brad. We've been playing zombies, so 3 videos up there that you can watch. So check that out. Nerd Chicano Live on YouTube. But other than that, Brad, let's go ahead and get them the hell out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for once again joining us in chat. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I don't know, Frank Sinatra, play us out. Young Yoda out.